and we're guilty by association. I never even saw what he was talking about.
Yeah, that's what
pisses me off.
Well, that's the weirdest thing. That it's, that he saw it, nobody else saw it.
Well, I thought a lot about it last night while watching some Amos and Andy reruns. That it was what? Check, please. Bellboy, this bag is full.
But he wants to talk about stereotyping and stuff like that. Why does he look at the company he works for? I mean, we have no problem with what the WWF does, but once you start with your job.
Yeah, they got a guy called the Godfather that comes out and says, the black guy, pimping ain't easy. He's a pimp. Right. He comes out with 4 hoes. These strippers that come out with him. Anybody want a piece of my fine hose? Pimping ain't easy. I'll be pimping 24/7. Like he's a total black stereotype. Oh, my God. But that's okay.
Yeah, he works for an
it's the company that's writing the Rock's check.
Yeah, they exploit stereotypes, and I have no problem with that, but... Yeah, exactly. They cut the check, so he's not going to say anything in-house there.
Isn't it a little weird how he didn't even break character? Because he wasn't in character the whole time, but that whole thing how he talks about himself in third person didn't stop. Like usually somebody would say, hey, I'm not going to answer your question because the things that you put on your website pissed me off. He's like, well, The Rock isn't going to answer your questions because The Rock was informed about this, and The Rock is a little... It's like, well, who are you talking about? Bring The Rock in, and we'll talk about it with him. He still talked about himself in third person. It's a little weird, isn't it?
Yes,
Think he does that all the time? Think he does that in bed with his wife? The Rock's slamming you right now. The Rock's giving you a good one, isn't he?
That's The Rock's take your heads out from between your legs because you guys are probably the biggest marks in the business.
Biggest marks?
What do you mean biggest marks?
You guys are the biggest fans. You talked a big game today, but yesterday you guys were clamming up there.
We explained it all earlier. We were in complete shock. What was going on? And we gave him the form again today, because now we're a little more prepared about what he was wanted to bring up, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, well,
ready to go.
We did say that. He could come right in here right now that we have 15 guys with us.
I know. Yesterday it sounded like you guys were ready to get on that motorcycle together. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Hop on the jet ski.
There you go.
I'm pissed off at myself. I'm totally friggin' pissed off at myself. Oh, totally. Like we completely came off like we backed down and just gave in. I think we came off trying to sound like we were trying to explain ourselves, and we're stuttering, muttering.
You stuttering, muttering, Spidey, you stuttering, muttering prick, you. Look at you,
lifelong members of the SmackDown Hotel.
Yeah, we were just in shock. I mean, I just couldn't believe it was going on. All right?
Okay, guys.
All right, bye. What do you got, Mark?
What about yesterday as he's plowing through the millions and millions of fans out here? Mark steps up to him and goes, "Hey, would you like to cut an ID for the Opie and Anthony show?"
Christ. You got some set of balls, Mark.
What are you going to do? Punch me? What do I
You
care?
could have. They say he has a rage problem.
Ed, what's going on?
Hey, I just wanted to say, you guys, there was really nothing wrong with anything you said. There was a lot of confidence and everything. It was just hard to hear because you could hear a sound of knees knocking in the background.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. I was like, because, I did some research on the guy. The guy has a rage problem.
No, it sounded like a setup. It sounded like it was.
I had to use some baby powder from the rash I got from wetting myself. Tell you the truth, when I got home.
Take care, guys.
All right, man.
Look, you guys sounded... we'll read some real ones.
I wouldn't want to get in a room with a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
The concept is a little odd.
Just ask Belzer. Just ask Richard Belzer. That time Hulk Hogan choked him out.
Yeah, no, they're not. I mean, it's a completely psychotic. Now I'm mad again. They got a restaurant. They got a restaurant in my corner.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because you know what? When I think World Wrestling Federation, the next thing I think is food.
Hey, we're cordially invited.
Sweat and grunt and make noise. I think, God, I need chicken wings. God in heaven. They yelled about Disney coming in. What about how nuts is that? 2 blocks from my home. If I'd known that when I was a kid, that this is what it was going to end up at, I'd have killed myself.
Paul from right around the corner. You guys sounded so guilty and like such pussies, like little school kids being scolded by the teacher. See, that's how I feel that at least I came off. I'm not very happy with the way we handled that yesterday.
Well, maybe you could spend some time in church over the weekend.
I think I will. I'll light a candle for myself. I think I'm going to.
Hey, Joe, what's up?
I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
I had to sneak in. This is Macbeth from X Wrestling.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
going on?
Hey, you are a genius, man.
Thank you.
I read this guy's posts. They're hysterical. They are really
the
funny.
latest one. We have a public service announcement from The Rock.
I gotta check that
And
out.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank The Rock, because yesterday we were a 5,000 hit site, now we're a 20,000 hit site.
20,000 hits. You guys are a bunch of pussies if you don't put that the posting up.
Oh, please. Once Stick realizes he's not going to get sued, everything will be back up. Our big gimmick will be making fun of The Rock from now on.
All right. Cool.
I have something else to say.
Viscera rules.
Thank you, Joe.
What The Rock is cooking. What a freaking moron. He is the biggest hypocrite on the face of the earth.
I think, yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, I don't blame you guys for, you're in a bad position. I wouldn't.
You can't curse.
I'm sorry. I'm just roughed up and trying to get in all day.
I didn't really care about that. I was in shock.
The guy works for the raciest company on the face of the earth. He makes his money off doing those kind of things. You know?
Right.
What's he going to say about a website that's basically praising him, making a few jokes?
Right. All right,
This
Joe.
is a bunch of crap.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
right, man.
Matt, Macbeth.
Matt.
Oh, Matt, I'm sorry.
You rule, man.
All right.
Take care.
Oh, that's Macbeth?
Yeah, you got,
Macbeth.
dude. You got to read some of his posts. They're hysterically funny. Like he's got this whole thing now on here, I guess. A public service announcement from The Rock. He wrote it. He puts these pictures, I guess, of The Rock's action figure.
Yeah.
And he talks like he's The Rock and stuff. Like this guy's got a set of balls. He don't care. It's pretty funny.
Pete, what's up? Hey, Pete.
His action figure.
Did we lose Pete? I guess.
No, man.
Hey, Pete, what do you got?
Yo, it's Tom, by the way.
Oh, Tom, it says Pete on the screen. Sorry.
Oh, dude, I'm about to go work the book signing.
Yeah.
You guys want me to do something like X Wrestling all over or something?
Just whisper in his ear. Opie and Anthony say hi.
Yeah, maybe apologize to him for you guys.
No, I ain't apologizing to him at all. I apologized yesterday, and that's all he's getting out of me. I didn't even really apologize. I was trying to tell him what I knew, which was nothing.
Man, it doesn't matter. His book sucks, man. I read it.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, there's a lot of pictures in it, so.
Yeah, 5 years in WWF. He's got no story. He made it big from the start. He's going to end big.
All right, Pete.
All right, later, guys.
Thank you.
What story do you tell? What is the story? I wrestled somebody. We set it up. I'm going to win. He's going to lose. What's the story?
Oh, no.
It's not like, I exercised for a while. I ate a lot of that bionic crap. I got bloated muscles. Then I was up against the Tick. And we had to sign a contract. And then I won. What is the story? It's about 8 pages.
You remember the Tick cartoon, Anthony?
Hell yeah.
That was the you know what, man. I like that cartoon.
Hey, old Dirty, what's going on?
My man, I heard yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of. Come on, man.
What?
Why were you apologizing to him, bro? You should have threw him out of the studio, man.
Well,
You should have threw him out. You should have said, you know what? We have nothing to do with the website. The man you want to speak to is right in front of you, and he's my friend. And if you got a problem with that, let's talk about it off mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You went around and turned it into one of those fake You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why.
How soon before the WWF goes bankrupt, kid?
That's why I think he's a pussy for not even discussing it after the fact when we were in commercials.
He should have, man. He should have said, yo, you know what? Let's talk
He
about
bolted
this
out
off the air.
crying like a little baby. Little bitch.
Come on, man.
All right.
And now what's going to happen? Now you guys been getting good press in the magazines and everything. Now what's going to happen with that?
Well, everyone's
That's
like, you better just not talk about the incident today on your show.
Who said that?
A bunch of people around here.
Yo, man, just let it for that. What do you mean? Come on.
It's too real. It happened to us. We got to discuss it. All right, old Dirty.
All right.
Anything else about it?
Nah, man. I mean, I was surprised, man. I thought it was like a setup or something, like a joke.
I
thought it was a bit, man. I said, oh, watch, he's gonna take, he's gonna flip or something.
That's why we started laughing when he first said, I got a problem with your website. We're like, okay, what? I thought something funny was gonna finally come out of his mouth.
Ay. Never a dull moment.
All right.
All right, my friends.
Thank you.
All right, baby.
Bye.
Upstairs.
Well, this could go on forever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all anyone wants to talk about, but
he just bolted out.
Bolted out.
Mm.
let's take a break, Anthony.
Okay.
That's how it went down yesterday.
Yes.
All right.